declared a national emergency, an era marked by uncertainty and sweeping control.
भाइयों और बहनों, राष्ट्रपति जी ने आपातकाल की घोषणा की है। इससे आतंकित होने का कोई कारण नहीं है।
In this moment of national crisis, a quiet revolution was taking shape, born not on arms but of purpose. Beneath the surface, a powerful current surged, the collective will, passion, and resilience of Indian homeopaths. From this crucible of challenge and conviction emerged a unifying voice, a beacon for the homeopathic community across the nation. It was in this backdrop that the Homeopathic Medical Association of India was born. In the intricate fabric of India's pluralistic medical traditions, Homai developed as a testament to vision, unity, and tireless commitment. What began as a dream in a time has since transformed into the most formidable voice advocating for homeopathy in India. A voice shaped by heritage, guided by science, and sustained by unwavering dedication. It was 1962. Dr. J.N. Cardinal, a visionary homeopath from Kolkata, penned an article in the Hahnemann's Clinics titled Indispensable and Urgent Necessity of Common Unofficial Organization of All Homeopaths in India. His words rang with prophetic clarity. India needed a unified voice for homeopathy, one that could transcend regional boundaries and professional rivalries. Dr. Kanjilal observed how government bodies at that point of time, headed by officials often indifferent to homeopathic principles, remained biased towards orthodox medicines. He envisioned a singular platform where homeopaths could stand united. He believed that the internal disputes and conflicts should be discussed within our own boundaries, and a singular voice should emerge preaching for homeopathy in India as well as representing Indian homeopathy in the international forums. But unity seemed elusive. Two major organizations dominated the landscape. The All India Homeopathic Medical Association, founded in 1932 under Dr. Kailashnath Karju's leadership, with Dr. W. Yunan as its first president and Jitendranath Majumdar as secretary, and the All India Institute of Homeopathy, established in 1944 with founders like A. N. Mukherjee, Diwan Jaijam, and Dr. K. G. Saxena. These organizations, despite their noble intentions, function independently, diluting the collective strength of Indian homeopathy. Dr. Kanjilal wrote in 1966, there were two camps, one caring for unity with little heed to quality, and another overcautious for quality even at the cost of unity. December 19, 1964 marked the turning point. At a meeting in Delhi, AIHMA demonstrated unprecedented magnanimity, expressing willingness to even forego its long-cherished name for the sake of greater unity. This gesture of sacrifice would be remembered forever by the homeopathic fraternity. AIIH initially hesitated, but by October 1968, both organizations recognized that without unity, opportunists would capture official measures for homeopathy while leaving the vast medical community behind. In June 1972, at the 9th All India Homeopathic Congress in Bangalore, AIIH passed a historic resolution for amalgamation. A unity committee was formed, comprising the leaders of both the organizations, unanimously nominating Dr. J.N. Kanjilal as the mediator. Finally, the momentous day arrived. October 25th to 27th, 1975. The Convention of All Homeopaths of India was convened at Baliganj Shiksha Sadan, Kolkata, under Dr. J.N. Kanjilal's able leadership with Dr. N.K. Dasgupta as convener. In the presence of office bearers from both AIIH and AIHMA, history was made. The Homeopathic Medical Association of India was born. Dr. J.N. Kanjilal was elected as the first president, Dr. D.P. Rastogi as the first secretary general. Deputy presidents were Dr. N.C. Batra and Dr. H.K.S. Rao, along with joint secretary generals Dr. N.K. Dasgupta and Dr. R.K. Desai formed the inaugural leadership team. The organization was registered under Society Registration Act of 18th January 1977. A constitution subcommittee was formed with Dr. Diwan Harish Chand, Dr. R.K. Desai, Dr. H.L. Chitkara, Dr. J.N. Kanjilal and Dr. M.P. Khoteta. A compromised resolution was formulated satisfying the ego of recalcitrant leaders, and on the basis of such constitution was developed, which was adopted during 1975 conference. After constitution of Homai, fresh constitution subcommittee was formed, keeping Dr. R.K. Desai as convener. The newly formed Homai immediately established 227 units across 17 states. In the second Congress at Calcutta in December 1979, Dr. J.N. Kanjilal was unanimously selected as President of Honor. After his demise, the said post was deleted from the Constitution of Homai, showing absolute gratitude to its founder. The proposer for awarding such honor was Dr. P. Vishnu, and the same was seconded by Dr. Gaurinath Mukherjee. Homai, from its inception, started raising voice for the purpose it was born. One of Homai's most significant early victories came in international recognition. When European homeopaths argued that only allopathic graduates could be considered true doctors, and amongst them who preferred to practice on the basis of law of similia was known as homeopaths. In the 35th International Congress at Sussex, England, Dr. J.N. Kanjilal won a bitter battle single-handedly against 27 Western homeopaths, establishing that institutionally taught Indian homeopaths are equal to other medical graduates and deserve designative recognition. His weapon? The backing of the resolution of world's biggest national homeopathic organization, the Homeopathic Medical Association of India. The victory was monumental. LMHI changed their policy for the first time in this regard, and Dr. Bholanath Chakraborty of Kolkata was elected Assistant National Vice President in 1979. Under successive leaders like Dr. Jugal Kishore, Dr. Pradosh Majumdar, Dr. Mahendra Singh, Dr. V.C. Acharya, Dr. Bhaskar Bhat, Dr. S.I. Hussain, Dr. Ramji Singh, Dr. S.B.S. Bakshi, Dr. Shamal Kumar Mukherjee, and many others, Homai expanded its reach and influence. As every organization needs a stable secretariat, Homai started constructing its own house, Homai Bhavan, at its birthplace, Kolkata. The foundation stone was laid on 25th January 2015 at Shukantanagar, Salt Lake, Kolkata.
कलकत्ता में।
The Bhavan was inaugurated on 25th September 2016 by Dr. Srimati Shoshi Paja, Honorable Minister of Government of West Bengal, in presence of Mr. Shujit Bosch, Dr. Bhaskar J. Bhat, Dr. Syed Altaf Hussain, Dr. S.P.S. Bakshi, Dr. Durga Shankar Bhaur, Dr. Shamal Kumar Mukherjee, Dr. H.D. Jaiswal, Dr. Ramji Singh, Dr. Sushant Shah, and late Dr. Emil Bera, with many other dignitaries of Homai. Today, as we celebrate Golden Jubilee of Homai in 2025, the organization stands humongous with a strength of 8,314. Distinguished members have received national recognition including Padma Vibhushan and Padma Shri. Several postal stamps and covers have been published by Postal Department of India. From Dr. J. Kanjilal initial vision, along with visionary legendary homeopath's honest intention to today's pan-Indian organization. The journey of Homai exemplifies the power of visionary sacrifice, unity, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to homeopathic principles. As Homai continues its mission promoting homeopathy according to Hahnemann's principles, improving public health, maintaining professional dignity, and encouraging cooperation among co-practitioners, it remains anchored in legacy, yet attuned to progress. The Homeopathic Medical Association of India is not just an institution, but the resonance voice of homeopathy and homeopaths across the nation.
I wish the Homeopathic Medical Association of India all the best wishes for the Golden Jubilee celebration, which are to be held in the month of December 26th at Calcutta. This is a wonderful event for the propagation of scientific papers in homeopathy, and it is encouraged that maximum homeopathic students and faculties should make an attempt to attend this seminar.
नमस्कार, होम्योपैथिक मेडिकल एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया 26, 27, 28 दिसंबर को कोलकाता में विश्व बंगला ऑडिटोरियम सेंटर में एक बहुत बड़ा सेमिनार करने जा रही है, जो अपने गोल्डन जुबली सेलिब्रेशन के उपलक्ष्य में किया जाएगा। हमारा CCRH का भी इसमें बहुत बड़ा एक योगदान है, और इनका जो मेन थीम है इसमें होम्योपैथिक रिसर्च एंड प्रैक्टिस के ऊपर है, तो बहुत सभी लोगों को फायदा होने वाला है इस लेक्चर सुनने के साथ। तो मेरी ढेर सारी शुभकामनाएं आप सभी को हैं, आप सभी वहाँ पे मिलें, आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत खुशी हो रही है आप सबको हमें स्वागत करते हुए, क्योंकि इसके एक ऐतिहासिक क्षण है हमारे के लिए भी, होम्योपैथी के लिए भी। जो होम्योपैथी के काम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए हमें 50 साल हो गए होम्योपैथी को आगे बढ़ाने का, एंड एज वी से दैट होम्योपैथी इंश्योर्स हेल्थ सेफली, इसको कहते हुए और उन सबके साथ पहली लाइन ऑफ एक्शन बने, ये हमारी सबसे कामना है, और आप सबके यहाँ पे पधारने का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
Namaskar. Over the last 5 decades, Homai has traversed the glossary, offering the principles of homeopathy in the way Dr. Hahnemann dreamed of. The journey of 50 years has been glorious. Aspirations are high. Welcome delegates to Vishwa Bangla Convention Center. Let us work harder and let us work united. Joy to Hahnemann, joy to homeopathy, joy to Dr. J. Kanjilal, joy to Homai.